store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set, ready. 50, green, ready.
Off the play fake, Love. He's got it in, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
They'll run on first down. It's Ross. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
Well, look at this Arizona defense.
It's quite a unit. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Ready?
Now Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this one is right through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Dixon, complete. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
The Cardinals at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
take this all the way down to the Packers' 29-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come down here and hit you little people.
Good run there. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Let's go. 10 black.
Love looking to throw it.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Christian Watson, the man he was looking for.
Third down here. When you look at this defense, they come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now, if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Throwing. Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ross. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. On now is Ty Zentner to punt.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
drive will begin with a run by Benson. Now he's loose at the 40. Now look out. To the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Troy Benson, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You drop an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
That's caught downfield. It's Golden.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They run the counter. Ross. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'll go again with Benson.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's good. 4 on papers. First down.
Strike. Check.
First
Strike.
and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Ross. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian Watson, 53 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. They run over center with Benson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try to run for it with Benson. And the ball is knocked out. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get in that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Another run here with Benson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
A give up the middle with Benson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On third down, it's Buchanan. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2nd down and 4.
Ready?
Love now. This one caught by Osborne, right side. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down. And that's exactly what he did.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Benson. And the step will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Cardinals! Trey Benson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cards will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 11.
Here's Love.
Oh, that is incomplete.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw now. Here's Love. Got his man. It's Williams. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Here's Ty Zentner now.
And this will be taken at the 13. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout.
For the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the 2nd half gets started.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A give. Here comes Benson.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now a handoff up the middle. Buchanan.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the 1st half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here we go, here we go.
On the give, it's Benson.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 36.
149 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
On a handoff, Benson running right. There he goes again. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey Benson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now again, right side. Ross. And a run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 10 flat. Ready.
Now a give, right side. It's Ross. Powers past him at the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Ready, ready. 40.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Set, hut, ready.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, Barnett, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Set, ready. Black 40, set.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to pick it up himself toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Blue 32. Blaster 6. Set.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
18.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th.
On 1st down, it's Benson. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Well, we saw plenty of throws like this on Saturdays in South Bend last year. This one results in a 1st down here.
Here we go.
A give left side for Benson.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
A handoff here to Benson.
And he is into the end zone.